See this problem now. From the following transactions, state the nature of accounts and state which account will be debited and which account will be credited. First, Sahadev started business with cash rupees 5 lakhs. Second, purchased goods for cash rupees 20,000. Third, purchased goods from Raghuvir on credit for rupees 25,000. Fourth, purchased furniture from Fancy Furniture House for rupees 1,50,000 on credit. Fifth, sold goods for cash rupees 30,000. Sixth, sold goods to Yuvraj on credit for rupees 50,000. Seventh, sold goods to Yuvraj on credit for rupees 50,000. Seventh, cash paid to Raghuvir rupees 20,000. Eighth, cash received from Yuvraj rupees 15,000. And the last, paid rent rupees 10,000. While solving this type of problems, we have to state the nature of the accounts and which account will be debited and which account will be credited. So we can prepare a table in this way. First column is of transaction, second accounts involved, third nature of accounts, fourth column is of effect on account, that is increase or decrease, and this is the debit amount and this is the credit amount. In this way we can prepare a chart or table to explain the problem or to solve the problem. Okay, so let's start now from first transaction. See the first transaction. Sahadev started business with cash rupees 5 lakhs. So Sahadev started business with cash rupees 5 lakhs. This is the transaction. We have to write whole of the transaction for better understanding. So now in this transaction, see, there are two accounts involved here, cash account and capital account. So cash account and capital account, these are the two accounts involved. Nature of account, cash is our asset and capital is capital. Then effects on account. When Sahadev starts business, he gives cash to the business. So from the point of view of business, cash increases. So effect increase. And capital in the business also increases. So increase. And now we have to decide the debit and credit. The rule says that we will decide first of cash account, effect on cash account. Cash is our asset and rule says that increase in asset should be debited. So assets account, that is cash account, will be debited by rupees 5 lakhs. Okay. And now capital is capital and effect is there is increase of capital and the rule says that increase in capital should be credited. So we have to credit by rupees 5 lakhs the capital account. Okay, this is the first transaction. Then second transaction, purchase goods for cash rupees 20,000. Purchased goods for cash rupees 20,000. Now see, here two accounts are involved in this transaction. First account is purchases account and second account is cash account. Okay, now as we purchase goods, these are our, this amount is our expense, so expenses, nature of account, and cash is asset. Now effect, when we purchase goods, our expenses increases and our asset decreases. Okay, so expenses increases and assets decreases. Okay, now see the rule. The rule says that increase in assets, expenses and losses debit. These are expenses and they are increasing, so we have to debit the amount by 20,000 rupees. Debit the account of purchases. So first purchases account is debited for rupees 20,000, and then cash account, there is decrease in cash. The rule says that decrease in assets, expenses and losses credit. So cash account will be credited by rupees 20,000. Understood? This is the second transaction. Now third transaction. Third transaction. Purchase goods from Raghuveer on credit for rupees 25,000. Purchased goods. Purchase goods from Raghuveer on credit for rupees 25,000. Now see, this is the credit transaction as it is straightly mentioned here, on credit. So two accounts will be involved as we are purchasing goods. First account will be purchases account and second account will be the parties account, that is Raghuveer. Raghuveer is the party in this transaction. So Raghuveer's account. Now nature of account. Purchases is our expense, and as we are purchasing goods from Raghuveer on credit, the amount is payable to Raghuveer. So payment to Raghuveer is our liability, creditors. So liability. Now effect. Purchase goods from Raghuveer on credit. When we purchase goods, purchases our expenses and our expenses increases. So it is increase. I will show now this way. And our liability also increases because we are not paying him anything at this moment. So paying his amount is our responsibility. So liability also increases. Now the rule. Rule says that increase in expenses debit. So we have to debit purchases account by rupees 25,000. And we have to credit Raghuveer's account by rupees 25,000 because as liability increase we have to credit it. The rule says that increase in liability credit. Okay. So this will be the transaction. Now fourth transaction. Fourth transaction. Purchase furniture from Fancy Furniture House for rupees 1,50,000 on credit. So purchased furniture from Fancy Furniture House, Fancy Furniture House for rupees 1,50,000 on credit. Okay. Here we are purchasing furniture. So first account involved will be furniture. Second account, as this is the credit entry, second account will be of parties account. So Fancy Furniture House. This is the party's name, Fancy Furniture House. Now nature of account. Furniture, it is our asset. Fancy Furniture House is our liability because we have to pay the amount in future. So it is our liability. Okay. Now effect. As we are purchasing furniture, asset, that is furniture, increases. And we are purchasing this from Fancy Furniture House on credit. So our creditors also increases, that is our liability increases. ओके. तुम्हाला समजते ना मी काय सांगते ते. लायबिलिटी पण वाढते कारण अमाऊंट आपण त्यांचं देणं लागतो फॅन्सी फर्निचर हाऊसचं. आता रूल बघा, ॲसेटसाठी आपल्याला फर्स्ट रूल वापरायचा आहे, इन्क्रीज इन ॲसेट डेबिट. सो वी हॅव टू डेबिट फर्निचर अकाउंट बाय ₹1,50,000 here, and we have to credit fancy furniture house account because liability is also increasing, and the rule, second rule says that increase in liability credit. So here we have to credit 1,50,000. So here furniture account will be debited by ₹1,50,000. Fancy furniture house account will be credited by ₹1,50,000. Understood? Now fifth, sold goods for cash ₹30,000. Sold goods for cash ₹30,000. Two accounts are involved here. First account is cash account and second account is, as we are selling goods, sales account. Okay, cash is our asset and sales is our revenue, that is income. Okay, as we are selling goods we are getting cash, so cash, our asset, is increasing, and as we are selling goods and we are getting cash, our revenue, that is income, is also increasing. So increase. Now if increase in asset, it should be debited, so cash account will be debited by ₹30,000. And now sales account, our income is also increasing, and the rule says that increase in liabilities, capitals and incomes will be credited, so sales account will be credited by ₹30,000. Okay, now the next transaction, sixth transaction, sold goods to Yuvraj on credit ₹50,000. Sold goods Yuvraj on credit ₹50,000. This is the transaction. As we are selling goods, first account will be sales account or Yuvraj account, anything. We are selling goods to Yuvraj is the party, so this is a credit transaction, Yuvraj account. Second account will be sales account. Now the nature of account, Yuvraj is our debtor, that is our asset, and sales is our revenue, that is income. Here by selling goods, our asset is increasing because new asset is created, namely debtors, so asset increases. And now as our revenue is also increasing because we will get money for this transaction, so increase, asset increase in asset should be debited, so Yuvraj account will be debited by ₹50,000 and sales account will be credited by ₹50,000 as increase in income should be credited. Okay, next, seventh transaction, cash paid to Raghuveer ₹20,000. Cash paid Raghuveer ₹20,000. See, now they are paying cash ₹20,000 to Raghuveer. Here we have purchased goods from Raghuveer on credit for ₹25,000 and now they are paying him from that 25,000 ₹20,000. आता या ठिकाणी लक्षात घ्या, 25,000च्या ऐवजी 20,000 पेड केले जात आहेत. हे इन फुल सेटलमेंट नाही आहेत ते, त्यामुळे इन फुल सेटलमेंट असे वर्ड्स त्याच्यामध्ये नाही आहेत, हे लक्षात ठेवा. ओके, इन फुल सेटलमेंट असतं तर याचा अर्थ झाला असता की रघुवीरने ₹5,000 डिस्काउंट दिला. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, डिस्काउंट एवढा दिला जात नाही. जर तुम्ही लाखो रुपयांचा व्यवहार केलात, लाखभर रुपयाचा, तर त्याच्यात 5,000 रुपये डिस्काउंट देण्याची शक्यता आहे. इट इज पॉसिबल. पण इन purchase of 25,000, nobody will give 5,000 rupees discount. Okay, so here we are making part payment. Out of 25,000 we are paying now 20,000 to Raghuveer. This is the meaning of this transaction. Okay, so two accounts will be involved here, that is Raghuveer and cash. Raghuveer and cash. Now we are paying Raghuveer rupees 20,000. So our liability, that is creditors liability, will decrease here. This is our liability. See here, our liability decreases. आपण रघुवीरचे पैसे देऊन टाकतोय, त्यामुळे आपली जी लायबिलिटी म्हणजे रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी म्हणजे देणं होतं ते कमी होतं आहे. ओके, आणि आपली कॅशही कमी होते, विच इज अवर ॲसेट. नाव decrease in liability and decrease in asset. Okay, if there is decrease in liability, it should be debited. So Raghuveer's account will be debited by rupees 20,000, and asset, if assets decreases, it should be credited. So assets account will be credited by rupees 20,000. Understood? Now next, 8th, cash received from Yuvraj rupees 15,000. Cash see here, we have sold goods to Yuvraj worth rupees 50,000. Now Yuvraj is making part payment. He is giving us 15,000. So the transaction is cash received from Yuvraj rupees 15,000. Okay, so there will be two accounts involved, that is cash and Yuvraj. Okay, cash is our asset and Yuvraj was also our asset because Yuvraj is our debtor. So asset, both are assets here. As we are receiving cash increases and our debtors decreases because युवराजकडून कॅश मिळाल्यानंतर आपले डेटर्स म्हणजे येणं आपलं जे आहे अगेन्स्ट गुड्स ते कमी होणार आहे. सो डिक्रीज. इन्क्रीज इन ॲसेट शुड बी डेबिटेड. सो 15,000 अमाऊंट विल बी डेबिटेड टू कॅश अकाउंट अँड 15,000 will be credited to Yuvraj account. This is the meaning. Okay, and now the last transaction, paid rent rupees 10,000. Paid rent rupees 10,000. Two accounts are involved, rent account and cash account. Rent is our expense as we are paying rent. जर रिसिव्ड रेंट असं असतं तर ती रेंट ही आपली इन्कम झालं असतं. इथे पेड रेंट दिले, सो एक्सपेन्सेस आणि कॅश ॲसेट्स. ॲज वी आर पेईंग रेंट अवर एक्सपेन्सेस आर इन्क्रीजिंग अँड अवर कॅश इज रिड्युसिंग, डिक्रीजिंग. कॅश कमी होते आहे आणि एक्सपेन्सेस म्हणजे खर्च वाढतो आहे. इन्क्रीज इन एक्सपेन्सेस शुड बी डेबिटेड. सो रेंट अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड बाय रुपीज 10,000 and cash account will be credited by rupees 10,000 because decrease in asset will be credited. Okay, in this way, with the help of chart, you can also solve this type of problems. Let's solve some more examples. See the first transaction. Started business with cash rupees 1,50,000. We know two accounts are involved. First account is cash account and second account is capital account. So cash and capital. Nature of account, cash is asset, capital is capital. Effect on account, cash is coming into the business, so asset increases and capital in the business also increases. Increase in asset, rule says that increase in asset should be debited. So cash account will be debited by rupees 1,50,000 and capital account will be credited by rupees 1,50,000 because capital is also increasing and rule says that increase in capital should be credited. Okay. Next, goods purchased rupees 60,000. Two accounts are involved. Purchases account and second account is cash account. As party's name is not mentioned here, this will be the cash transaction. So purchases account and cash account. Purchases is our expenses and cash is our asset. Expenses are increasing as we are purchasing goods. So increase in expenses should be debited, the rule says. So purchases account will be debited by rupees 60,000. And asset, as we are purchasing goods, our asset is decreasing. So rule says that decrease in asset should be credited. So cash account will be credited by rupees 60,000. Understood? Next, purchased furniture from Mahalakshmi Traders rupees 20,000. Here the party's name is given, entries of purchase and for cash words are not here. So this is a credit transaction. As we are purchasing furniture, first account will be furniture account and second account will be Mahalakshmi Traders account. Furniture is our asset and Mahalakshmi Traders will be our liability. As we are purchasing furniture from them on credit, amount is payable to them. So Mahalakshmi Traders is liability. As we are purchasing furniture, our asset is increasing and liability is also increasing because new liability is created. And now the rule says that, first rule says that increase in asset should be debited. So furniture account will be debited by rupees 20,000 and Mahalakshmi Traders account will be credited by rupees 20,000 because liability is also increasing. And the second rule says that increase in liability should be credited. Next, fourth transaction, goods sold to Reshma rupees 10,000. Goods sold to Reshma rupees 10,000. So here, as we are selling goods to Reshma, party's name is given here. For cash words are not there and goods are selling. So we are selling goods. सेल्सची एंट्री आहे. सो दोन अकाउंट इन्व्हॉल्व होतील. एकतर गुड्स सेल्स करतोय म्हणून सेल्स अकाउंट पण होईल आणि रेशमाचा अकाउंट पण होईल. सो रेशमाज अकाउंट अँड सेल्स अकाउंट. Reshma is our debtor as we are selling goods to Reshma and she is not paying the cash immediately. So she is our debtor, that is our asset. Sales is our income, that is revenue. You can say income here only, income. Now as we are selling goods to Reshma, our asset debtor is increasing and our income is also increasing. First rule of modern approach says that increase in asset should be credited and increasing asset should be debited and increasing income will be credited second rule. Okay, so here is increase in assets. So Reshma's account will be debited by rupees 10,000 and income also increases. Second rule says that increase in income should be credited. So sales account will be credited by rupees 10,000. Understood? Next, received commission rupees 1,200. We are receiving commission means we are receiving cash. So one account will be cash account and one account will be commission account. Okay, so cash account and commission. Cash is our asset and as we are receiving commission, it is our income. Okay, now Here as we are receiving commission, our cash increases, so increase, and our income is also increases, income increase होतं आहे, वाढतं आहे, कॅश पण वाढते आहे. Increase in asset should be debited, so cash account will be debited by 1200. Increase in income should be credited, so commission account will be credited by rupees 1200. Okay, now next, taken loan from Mr. Patil rupees 25,000. Here two accounts will be involved. As we are receiving cash rupees 25,000, one account will be cash account and second account will be Mr. Patil's loan account. Okay, so cash and Mr. Patil's loan account will be the second account. Cash is our asset and Mr. Patil's loan account is our liability, because we have to pay back his amount after some time. It is amount payable and anything payable is our liability. Our asset is increasing as we are receiving cash and our liability is also increasing. Increase in asset should be debited, so cash account will be debited by rupees 25,000 and Mr. Patil's loan account will be credited by rupees 25,000, credited by rupees 25,000, because increase in liability will be credited. The second rule says this. Okay, next, received from Reshma rupees 9,900 in full settlement. In full settlement, these words are very important. ज्यावेळेला असं सांगितलेलं असेल त्यावेळेला याचा अर्थ आहे की वरती त्या पार्टीशी काहीतरी व्यवहार आहे आणि मे बी अमाऊंट कमी जास्त काही, म्हणजे अमाऊंट वेगळी आहे. आता आपण इथे रेशमाची काय व्यवहार झाला होता बघूया. इथे बघा, इन फोर्थ ट्रान्झॅक्शन गुड्स वे सोल्ड टू रेशमा रुपीज 10,000. 10,000 रुपयाचे गुड्स रेशमाला विकले होते आणि आता रेशमाकडून आपल्याला रिसीव झालेत म्हणजे मिळालेत रुपीज 9,900 इन फुल सेटलमेंट. म्हणजे 10,000चा अकाउंट सेटल झालेला आहे असं गृहीत धरून 9,900 मिळालेत. इट मीन्स वी हॅव गिव्हन रुपीज 100 डिस्काउंट टू रेशमा. 10,000 आणि 9,900 यातला डिफरन्स 100 रुपीज आहे, तेवढा आपण डिस्काउंट दिलेला आहे. सो या ट्रान्झॅक्शनमध्ये कॅश येते म्हणून कॅश अकाउंट असणारच आहे, कॅश. ओके, त्यानंतर आपण 100 रुपये डिस्काउंट देतोय त्यामुळे डिस्काउंट अकाउंट असणारच आहे. ओके, आणि तिसरा अकाउंट असणार आहे रेशमाचा, कारण रेशमाकडून पैसे येत आहेत, सो रेशमाचा अकाउंट. असे 3 अकाउंट असणार आहेत. त्यातली कॅश ही आपली ॲसेट आहे, डिस्काउंट आपला लॉस आहे. याचं कारण 10,000 रुपयाच्या ऐवजी आपल्याला 9,900च मिळालेत. आणि रेशमा ही आपली ॲसेट आहे जी डेटर होती आपली. कॅश आपल्याला मिळते त्यामुळे कॅश इन्क्रीज होती आहे, आपला लॉसही वाढतो आहे आणि ॲसेट मात्र आपली कमी होती आहे कारण डेटर इज पेइंग द अमाऊंट. ओके, सो इन्क्रीज इन ॲसेट शुड बी डेबिटेड, सो कॅश अकाउंट विल बी डेबिटेड बाय रुपीज 9,900. 100 rupees discount, our loss is increasing, it should be debited, so discount account will be debited by rupees 100, because first rule says that increase in assets, expenses and losses should be debit. So these two accounts were debited and now Reshma's account will be credited by rupees 10,000 because our asset is decreasing, our debtor is reducing by rupees 10,000. So Reshma's account will be credited. Okay, and now today's last transaction, paid to Mahalakshmi Traders rupees 19,500 in full settlement. In full settlement. So see the Mahalakshmi Traders here. In third transaction we have purchased furniture from Mahalakshmi Traders rupees 20,000. That is on credit. Okay, now we are paying to Mahalakshmi Traders rupees 19,500 instead of rupees 20,000. Okay, it means we are taking 500 rupees discount from Mahalakshmi Traders. Understood? 20,000 द्यायचे होते त्याच्याऐवजी आपण 19,500च देतोय, म्हणजे 500 रुपये कमी देतोय. म्हणजे आपण त्यांच्याकडून डिस्काउंट घेतोय. ओके, सो 3 अकाउंट्स विल बी इन्वॉल्व्ड. महालक्ष्मी ट्रेडर्स हा पहिला अकाउंट असेल, त्यानंतर कॅश जातीय म्हणून कॅश अकाउंट, आणि आपण डिस्काउंट घेतोय म्हणून डिस्काउंट अकाउंट, असे 3 अकाउंट्स या एंट्रीमध्ये इन्व्हॉल्व होतील. महालक्ष्मी ट्रेडर्स ही आपली लायबिलिटी होती, कारण आपण त्यांना पेड करणं होतो. यामध्ये बघा महालक्ष्मी ट्रेडर्स लायबिलिटी आहे. त्यानंतर कॅश ही असते आपली ॲसेट नेहमीच, आणि डिस्काउंट. इन धिस example, that is transaction, discount is our profit, that is gain, because we are paying rupees 19,500 to Mahalakshmi traders instead of rupees 20,000. It means we are paying less amount than the actual amount, so difference rupees 500 will be our gain. Okay, now as we are paying the amount to Mahalakshmi traders, our liability is reducing. Our cash is also reducing after payment, and discount, we are getting discount of rupees 500, means our gain is also increasing. Gain is also increasing. Okay, our gain increasing, our cash decreasing, and our liability is also decreasing. Now debit and credit. Second rule says that increase in liability should be debited, increase in liability should be credited, and decrease in liability should be debited. So Mahalakshmi traders account will be debited by 19,500. Understood? Now second account is cash. First rule says that increase in asset should be debited, decrease in asset should be credited. So cash account as decreasing, this account will be credited by the cash amount. As we are paying rupees 19,500, this amount will be of cash. So cash account will be credited by rupees 19,500. Now discount. Discount is our gain, it is increasing, and the second rule says that increase in liabilities, gain, capital, etc. will be credited. So discount account will be credited by the discount amount, that is 500. So Mahalakshmi traders will be debited by rupees 20,000. I have to write by rupees 20,000, because we are settling the account, their account of rupees 20,000. My mistake. 20,000चा अकाउंट आपण सेटल करतोय, त्यामुळे 20,000 रुपये डेबिट होतील. ॲसेटचा कॅश अकाउंट 19,500ला क्रेडिट होतोय, कारण 19,500 कॅश जातीय धंद्यातनं, म्हणजे ॲसेट कमी होते, आणि डिस्काउंट क्रेडिट होतोय 500 रुपयांनी. ओके, 20,000चा अकाउंट सेटल केलेला आहे आपण या ठिकाणी. त्यांचा बघा डेबिट आणि क्रेडिटची टोटल सेम आली पाहिजे. ओके, दॅट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे.